Welcome everyone to this webinar on China's innovation ecosystem and international partnerships. Good morning to the ones in Europe, good afternoon to the ones that are listening to us directly from mainland China, from different cities and different provinces. So it's my great pleasure to be hosting this webinar, and I have also with me two colleagues. Ted Gao, it is SBI's chief representative in China, and Ted is based in Beijing. And also Diogo Teles, Diogo is based in Porto, and Diogo has been also helping to put this webinar together. I'd like first of all also to thank all the participants for joining us, and to thank our esteemed speakers for having agreed to be with us today. And we have speakers from both China and also from Europe, from China, from Nanjing, and also from Beijing, and from Europe. Next slide, please. Okay, I'll pass now the word to my colleague Diogo for a few housekeeping rules. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sarah, and thank you for everyone that is attending to this webinar. Just some heads up, this webinar is being recorded, and the recording will be available in our YouTube channel, ENRICH In China. You will receive all of the PowerPoint presentations that the speakers agreed to share with the participants. You will also receive after more information about the ENRICH In China community, and this recording, it will be available in the YouTube channel, and we will also send you directly via email. In the end, as you may know, there will be a Q&A session, so you have a space in the menu that has a Q&A name, so you can put all of your questions there, and they will be answered in the final stage of this webinar. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Diogo. We'll pass now to the agenda. So I'll start giving a short presentation about what is ENRICH in China. Then I'll pass the word, and it's my great pleasure to have with us Jan Altman, who is the European advisor of Jiangsu Industrial Technology Research Institute, and he will tell us about all the opportunities that exist for European organizations in Jiangsu. Then it's my great pleasure to introduce you Zhiwei Deng. He's the Director of European Affairs of the EU-China Joint Innovation Center and Business Director of the INOCOM. And also directly from Nanjing, Jerry Li, the Manager of the Nanjing Overseas Collaborative Innovation Center, Stuttgart, Germany. And also we have Mrs. Echo that will be also making a presentation about the opportunities in Nanjing. And also my great pleasure to have with us Sylvia Shen, and Sylvia is located in Shenzhen, and Shenzhen is a very attractive location in China for European organizations, and Sylvia will tell us about all the opportunities that exist for all of you in Shenzhen. And finally, we'll have our Q&A and wrap-up moderated by Ted Gao. So a few words about ENRICH in China. So ENRICH in China really supports different types of European organizations, from the research, from the business side, from Europe to go to China, and also from China to come to Europe. So we make the bridge on science, technology, innovation, research and development between Europe and Chinese organizations. So we have been doing a lot of work now already since the past years, organizing many webinars and physical workshops, helping many European companies to make their position in China and to find the right partners in China. Also organizing missions of Europeans to go to China, also helping the Chinese to find the counterparts here in Europe, and really tackling all the provinces in China and also the different European Union member states. So this is our partnership possibilities. So we have members, so any of you can become a member. We also have external service providers that have specific technologies and specific support that can complement what ENRICH in China can provide. And we have the soft learning zones and regional hubs. And we have with us the soft learning zone of Nanjing, and also our regional hub from Shenzhen. And for you to apply to become a soft learning zone or a regional hub, you need to be based in mainland China. So these are the descriptions. So regional hub, Gensol Science and Technology Innovation Center. So Sylvia will tell us much more about what they can offer to you. Then Nanjing Overseas Collaboration Innovation Center, and Jerry and Mrs. Echo will tell us also much more what Nanjing can offer to all of you. And we also have the Weishuan 3D Printing Digital Innovation Center located in Beijing. So these are some of what we have already achieved. The last physical tour we organized was in 2019, before the pandemic, and we took a group of European organizations to Chengdu and to Shenzhen. In Shenzhen to participate in the China High Tech Fair, and in Chengdu to participate in the EU China Business and Technology Cooperation Fair. This is a partnership agreement we have with the Netherlands Innovation Center, and we organize different initiatives also together with them, and including physical workshops and also webinars, and we also support their members. This was also within the agreement with the Netherlands Innovation Center that last year I went to Suzhou in July, and we had the unveiling ceremony of the Yangtze River Delta branch of ENRICH in China. This was last year, also in September, that ENRICH in China was invited to participate in the China International Fair for Trading Services. And this was a very interesting initiative that we were able to speak about the challenges of international Internet 3.0 cooperation, and also the cooperation with the Shougan Park just in the outskirts of Beijing. This was our participation also last year in the China High Tech Fair. So we had some companies that joined physically the China High Tech Fair in Shenzhen. These are our contacts, email, and also WeChat. So feel free to connect with us. And again, thank you so much for being able to join this webinar. I'll pass now the floor to Jan Opman, the European advisor of the Jiangsu Industrial Technology Research Institute. And Jan, so the floor is yours. We can pass your slides if you wish. You can pass, just let us know what is the best, please. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Sarah. Can you show the slides?
So Diogo will help. Just 1 second. And as Diogo presented to all the participants, there is a Q&A button in the bottom of your screen. Feel free to already put any question, and we'll address them in the Q&A session towards the end of the webinar. So yeah, the floor is yours.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, depending where you are in the world. My name is Jan Menke Hopma, and I'm from the Netherlands. This webinar is also very relevant for the Netherlands, being the second largest European trade partner of China. The volume of goods trade has more than doubled between 2015 and 2022, from 29 billion euro in 2016 to 64 billion euro in 2022. But in my speech, I will not talk about trade, but I want to highlight the cooperation in innovation. For the Netherlands, being also one of the most innovative countries in the world, innovation is a very important element in the cooperation with China. I will therefore focus on how Dutch, but also European companies, universities, research institutes can connect with the Chinese innovation ecosystem via the Yangtze River Delta around Shanghai. But first, let me first introduce myself and my company, Innovation Bridge, a bit further to you. Next slide, please. So with a consultancy and banking career as a background, I went to China in 2017, where I became advisor for local Chinese government, in this case, Jinan, on attracting foreign investments to their city. In the following years, including during the pandemic, I expanded my network in Europe and China a lot, and which led also to the setting up of my own company in the Netherlands. I called it Innovation Bridge, because my mission is to be the bridge between Europe and China for innovation and technology. And my company helps European technology companies, projects, to enter the Chinese market, making use of our network in China among local government, science parks, companies, and investors. As a two-way bridge, it also helps Chinese companies to enter the European market. And my company also has many business partners in several European countries and in different regions of China. And since this year, I'm also appointed as the European advisor for a large Chinese research institute in Jiangsu. Next slide, please. So in this webinar, I would like to further introduce this institute to you, since it acts as a connector between the Yangtze Delta and the innovation community in the world. First, why the Yangtze Delta innovation ecosystem is so important in China and also for the world. It's seen also like a global R&D hotspot. First, it is 24% of the overall national GDP is earned in the Yangtze River Delta, which consists of Shanghai, of course, but also the three neighboring provinces of Jiangsu, Anhui, and Zhejiang. Talking about innovation and technology, 30% of the national total of R&D spending is spent here in this area. Also, 40% of the international foreign direct investment is received in the Yangtze Delta. And also 8% of the global manufacturing output is produced there. So it's surely a region where companies have to really look at. And the next slide, please. So the Jiangsu Industrial Technology Research Institute is an application-oriented research organization and a high-tech investor in China, which is founded in 2013 by Jiangsu province to promote industrial technology research and the commercialization of advanced scientific results. Since its establishment, it has created a state-of-the-art institutional mechanism facilitating technology transfer and discovered new channels for transforming scientific and technological achievements into tangible products. And that's important, into tangible products. So it's not research which stays on the shelf, but really is transformed into products. And in 2021, G3 became the operating entity of the National Innovation Center par excellence, NICE of China. Now here you see some information about what NICE G3 consists of. It has 92 different R&D platforms, so innovation platforms for advanced materials, energy and environment, manufacturing, biology and medicine, and ICT. And it also has more than 317 industrial partnerships. So innovation centers that are set up by the local companies from the area to source R&D questions. It also, and that's more related to us, it's 80 plus strategic partners worldwide. So including prominent universities, research institutes, international organizations, and multinational corporations. So that's the open innovation. And then this institute employs more than 15,000 researchers for applied R&D. It's applied R&D, it's not R&D like basic research, but applied, so to also make, in the end, make products of it. With commitment to develop more jointly the talent with their international institutional partners. Next slide, please. So it's also the bridge between the applied research and the demands from the Chinese industry. I think that is very important because this is also bridging the famous valley of death for many startups, because it is founded to promote the technology research and the commercialization of advanced scientific results. And it's also driven by the technical demands from the industry. So therefore, bridging this valley of funding death, because that also always lies between the applied research and the commercialization. Then there's not enough investment to really make the applied research into a product. And this is also what G3 and NICE G3 just wants to avoid, so that products can really be developed. And also it's not a profit organization, and it's made, it's set up to accelerate the industrial upgrade in the Yangtze Delta region. It supports projects between the TRL 4 and 7. That means that TRL 4 is like the technology validated in the lab until that the prototype is also tested in an operational environment. And you see also in the graph next to it that that is the value of that. They want to avoid that happens, to also fund that especially that period when the research needs to be further developed into a product. So it's applied research and into product development. Next slide, please. So the NICE G3 is functioning as a two-way bridge between the Yangtze Delta and the global innovation community, and also between the industry and the academic world. Next slide, please. And talking about the innovation community, where they are connected with, in Europe, they are connected with the top universities like TU Eindhoven, also Groningen, also mention Fraunhofer, the research institute from Germany, Oxford University, and in North America with Harvard University, Berkeley. They all have connection with them, and also in Asia, Pacific, and Africa, and with international organizations as well. So they want to be the best in innovation by connecting with these institutes for different projects in R&D. So next slide, please. So I was talking about international organizations. To give an expression of the importance of G3 is together with Fraunhofer, it has set up the WAITRO, the World Association of Industrial and Technology Research Organizations, which is a non-governmental and not-for-profit organization founded under the United Nations, and it's for global innovation through the world's largest network of research and technology organizations. It is based in more than 60 countries. It has more than 150 members, where 100,000 plus researchers work, and mainly to drive sustainable development, to empower member organizations and facilitating collaboration across borders and boundaries. And the vision of the WAITRO is that a global innovation ecosystem in which research and technology organizations collaborate, share knowledge, develop and disseminate innovative technologies in partnership with the private and public sector to deliver sustainable impact to societies and economies. So it's about sustainable impact. Next slide, please. So how can Europe, how can we work together with NICE G3 to be also part of this open innovation ecosystem? Now, first, you have the universities and research institutes. NICE G3 supports also partner universities to carry out R&D, training, and also technology transfer projects. But also with multinational companies, they provide R&D services, also joint training programs, and establish joint R&D centers, and to create an open innovation system. And not last but not least is also startup teams and high-tech companies. They incubate also the overseas team, like from universities, like professors from research groups, or like scientific sci-tech startups, to set up companies and institutes in the Yangtze Delta, and provide also guidance on the business model formulation, market introduction, IP protection, so to help the high-tech companies, tech companies land in China, and also reducing risk by validating the technology and the market. So it's catalyzing the global innovation through collaborative R&D, incubation, and expert support. Next slide, please. So how does it work with partnership with universities? Like there is a partner company from NICE, which has a certain R&D need. Then NICE is the connector with, in this case, the University of North Carolina, to provide the technical solution and also IP authorization. So it starts with identifying R&D gaps, and then the technical solutions will be matched with organizations all over the world, and then the research collaboration can start. And in the end, the organization which is providing this technical solution can also benefit from the commercialization and the application of their technology results. Thank you. Next. And for startup teams, NICE can also has an incubation program and has funding support, $45,000 to $90,000 to cover the startup team's basic expenses during the incubation phase. They also provide a working space, so fully equipped working space in an innovation complex in Shanghai, Nanjing, or Suzhou. And also offer managerial support that includes also legal counseling, registration, R&D road mapping, and market positioning, and very important, also the network connection, because it helps connect and negotiate with potential industry partners, and also local industrial industry parks to ensure successful settlement of projects. So your ideas can be globally launched with help of NICE for incubation, investment, and guidance for successful market introduction. So next slide, please. Especially for these startups, NICE has set up the project manager model, which is in fact that a leading scientist or technical expert with the team can establish a specialized research institute or a high-tech startup or R&D center in Jiangsu province, where as project managers, they conduct market research and finalize the business plan, all to find out if the technology can be commercialized or the research can be further applied to be successful also in China. It's for 6 to 9 months, this project manager model. So there's already a lot of project manager teams approved by G3, more than 35. Next slide, please. And when the project has been approved and will be further developed for the Chinese market, then G3 can also allocate grants to the project as a research fund. What's important is that it's not that it's taking over the whole project, so that the originators of the research can still have like 90% of the share. So it's not taking all the equity. And it also provides fund to help the startup team, to overcome this early stage R&D expenses. Next slide, please. So, in summary, NICE G3 can offer R&D services, funding for collaboration projects, industrial partnerships. It's an open ecosystem for innovation. And it also can help land projects in the Yangtze Delta. So this is, next slide, please. So if you want to know more about what NICE G3 can do for you, then please, don't hesitate to contact me. Here is my contact data, also my WeChat. I like to keep in touch with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Jan Ottman, for the great introduction about all the opportunities in Jiangsu. Thank you so much for joining us.
Okay.
And Jan will be able to stay until the end and to respond to some questions.
Yeah.
So it's my great honor now to present you Ziwei Tang. He's the Director of European Affairs of the EU-China Joint Innovation Center and the Business Director of Inocom. Ziwei, are you there? Ziwei, can you hear us?
Hello, Sarah. Can you hear me now?
Yes. So you are on stage already. Please feel free to share your presentation and start your presentation.
I will share my slides.
You can also show your face. That would be appreciated.
I prefer not to because I'm actually at home. So maybe I will just.
Okay, so please start. Thank you.
Yeah. So can everyone see my slides now?
Yes, please start. Yes.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, especially for the invitation of ENRICH. Actually, the UCGIC, we have been a strategic partner of ENRICH for at least 2 years, as I remember. And so thank you very much, Sarah, for the invitation. And before I start, I will make a very short introduction on myself. My name is Zhiwei Tang, and I'm working at the UCGIC as the Director of European Affairs. My basic responsibility is to help the European companies to enter into the Chinese market and achieve growth in a more efficient and effective way. So basically, my job every day is to listening to the request from the European companies and solve their problems in China. So as for the China's innovation ecosystem and the strategic partnership, actually, we're not a kind of, we're not a research institute. So our basic purpose is to provide services for the European companies or either Chinese companies. So I will not give very specific figures or our research results on this ecosystem. We will provide a few examples to illustrate how we use the China's innovation ecosystem and international partnership to help the European companies. So first, I would like to introduce about our organization briefly. The UCGIC is actually a non-government organization registered at Brussels back in 2019. We were created originally by a few influencers and investors from both Europe and Belgium. So the purpose of the UCGIC is to help Europe and China do cross-market cooperation. And we are working very closely with a few other entities, which I will introduce later. Right now, we have 2 offices. The first office, as where we were created in Brussels, Belgium, and the other one in Beijing. We also have a very small team in Guangdong province. So these are the original founders of the UCGIC, and Mr. Rick Wong is actually the president of the UCGIC for now. And these are our executive team, except the Beijing team, which many of these faces we are based. Mr. Frank Fahey is actually our partner in Ireland. Mr. Lin Gai is based at Brussels, and Mr. Zhe Xu is actually based at Spain. So you can see that we have a multinational team. So this is a unique ecosystem of the UCGIC, how we work. The UCGIC actually works very closely with the INNOCOM and the ECI Fund. As for the role of each entity, the UCGIC is more like a resources provider and an international network of cooperation. But as for INNOCOM, it's more like it's actually our commercial entity. It's more like a business and industrial consulting service provider. We use INNOCOM like to serve all the clients from China and Europe, and we also have an ECI fund. In this ECI fund, there are both investors from Europe and investors from China. In Europe, we have a fund management company registered in Luxembourg. And China, the company is registered in Beijing. So this kind of forms a very healthy supporting ecosystem for us to provide either resources, services, or funding for the European companies to enter into the Chinese market and achieve growth. And in this way, we actually also have a very new soft landing program that we just started from 2022. but the program has already landed in 4 economic zones in China, including the Beijing Daxing International Airport Economic Zone, the Changping District in Beijing, and Wuhu, and also the Shanghai International Automobile City. And through this program, combining what we have served before, we have already helped over 120 European SMEs to do business in China, either for secure new fundings, find new partnerships, or do the marketing, etc. And through this ECI center, we can at least provide 2 advantages to our services for the European companies. The first one is that through this ECI center, we are widely connected with many different local governments, and which provides us and the European companies more leverage when negotiate the terms of investment, the local economic zones. And secondly, through our wide networks in China, we also provide more links for the European companies to connect with the local companies, like what we just did yesterday. I will explain a few minutes later. This is actually our service portfolio, including very basic ones like accounting and tax, HR and payroll, and we also do more profound services, which we are best at, such as business advisory and business intelligence. So this is one of the examples of the ECI center, like I just mentioned. This one is from Changping district, Beijing. And in this ECI center, we mainly provide 5 aspect services for the European companies. The first aspect, we do the business development through the networks of UCGIC and also through the services of Innocom. And the second, we help the European companies to manage relations with the local government. Like I said, we can help them to negotiate the terms of investments. And the third, we also do incubation, like in the ECI center, we provide at least free working spaces and tax reduction, along with other preferential policies, and also free policy advisory and free business advisory. Parts of the business advisory services are actually free, and also free business matchmaking opportunities, something like that. And fourth, international partnership. Like I said before, international partnership is actually a part of our toolkit to help the Chinese companies and the European companies to connect with each other. And the fifth one, innovation projects, which is actually also part of our toolkit to help the European companies to achieve actual market growth in China. I will use a few examples to explain later. So we also have very wide partnerships in Europe. Like I said, we have been a strategic partner of ENRICH, and we're also very well connected with many different partners from Europe, like the IHK, H-Farm from Italy, Enterprise Ireland, and also the IDA Ireland. With our wide networks, we can also provide more innovation resources and business resources for our clients from both China and Europe. So the below are a few examples, and we have just done before, and a few clients. I will introduce each. The first one is called Mediterra SA. It's actually a company from Greece. This company is dealing with the resinous sap business. It's a very special kind of resinous. That's only this kind of tree that only grows in the shales, one of the small island of Greece that is located in the southern part of the Greece, I think. And this company, it manufactures relevant related products that is made of the resinous sap, such as foods, such as cookies, alcohol, and chewing gum, and also health and cosmetic products such as the toothpaste and the protection oil, something like that. And because this Shields mastiha is very rare, and the annual production of this raw material is only a few hundred tons. It sounds a lot, but it's actually when it's used to manufacturing food or products, it's quite limited quantity. So Mr. Yanis Menelas, the CEO of this company, he decided to exploring more the medicinal properties of this resinous instead of the turning this very precious mastiha into some very crude products such as food and cosmetic products. So like in 2019, we took Mr. Menelas to the Hainan province, where the most preferential policies, where they have the best preferential policies for the medical sector. I think many of us have came to know. For example, once the drug is approved by the FDA or by the EU, you can take it directly in the Hainan province by the patient instead of you don't have to go through another clinical trial and more regulations, but you have to do this in the rest of the provinces in China. So we took this company to Hainan province, and we offered the solution composed of 3 steps. The first step, we helped them to establish.
You have 4 more minutes, so please try to speed up.
Oh, sorry.
Many more
Okay.
slides you have, but 4 more minutes, please. Thank you.
Okay. I will explain each case more briefly. We took Mr. Menelas, this company, to the Hainan province, and we offered the solution of 3 steps. The first, we helped them to establish a distribution network for their current products, which generates more profits to support more funding for their later R&D activities. And secondly, we helped them to establish a Sino-European Mastiha Medical Research Center to develop localized products for the Chinese customers. Actually, at this stage, they won't be able to do the drug product R&D. So finally, we have to find at least 2 elements, supporting elements. The first one is funding from the local government. The second one, the partnership with the large drug companies in China. Right now, we are helping them to find those 2 final health elements in China. And the second, our second client is Wärtsilä. Is actually a global leader in innovative technologies and life cycle solutions for marine and energy markets. And the request from Wärtsilä is actually for like to bring new market sales in China. But we achieved this effect by doing the China-Finland Energy Cooperation Demonstration Project. Through our strong connection with the local government, we help Wärtsilä to pair with a very strong energy company from Changping district of Beijing. And this company, this local Chinese company, together with the Wärtsilä, they applied the China-Finland Energy Cooperation Demonstration Project, which is I believe it is the only project that has been signed nationally between China and the European country. And through this R&D project, the Wärtsilä have their product to be used in the demonstration project and achieved their goal of improving sales and the Chinese company invested in this demonstration project. So this is a kind of innovation innovation facilitates sales model that right now we're using to help the European companies to achieve more sales in China. This one is actually a complete Chinese company. The problem of this company is that it lacks the technology. The key technology of this company is that it deals with the proton exchange membrane. The technology is directly from the Institute of Nuclear and New Energy Technology of Tsinghua University. It's very good at the expert is specialized at the proton exchange membrane, but for the fuel cell stack, they have to invite overseas team to help them to build the fuel cell stack. So we helped to build the partnership between Dexing Hydrogen Power and a Finnish company called Convin to do the R&D. And once the Convin has stepped in the businesses of Dexing Hydrogen Power, and at last summer, the famous Taiwan company called Evergreen invested directly into the Dexing Hydrogen Power. I believe it's $500 million Chinese yuan. So using this international innovation cooperation model, we have helped Dexing to earn more funding from the capital market.
You see, wait, we need to finish, but we have to move.
Yeah.
One
this is the last case.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course, this is the last case. Pure Technology is actually also a Chinese company. Is actually located at Daxing, and this team is actually a family business. The industry is kind of traditional, but the research team has developed a new kind of manufacturing skills that they are able to produce the linen and carbon fiber from the corn straw, bamboo, reed, and the raw materials, which is called agricultural waste. So it's actually a very good technological skill. But the problem is that the R&D team of this company, they lack the further technology to manufacture the carbon fiber. They have discovered that these products can be made into carbon fiber, but they lack the research ability to further develop the products into the carbon fiber. So we helped them to connect with the BASF. And right now they're actually negotiating the terms of agreement with each other. So these are just a few cases of the services and the clients that we have served. And if you're interested in this model, and if you have similar problems, please contact with me anytime. And if you want more information, you're also welcome to follow our WeChat or either Weibo. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ziwei, for the great presentation, and really appreciate all your cooperation. Thank you so much. It's my great pleasure now to pass the floor to Jerry. Jerry directly from Nanjing. Jerry Lee, the manager of the Nanjing Overseas Collaborative Innovation Center, and he is going to be joined by Mrs. Echo. So the floor is yours. Thank you so much.
So can you see our screen sharing?
Yes, please. Yes, Jerry.
Yes. So as I discussed with Ms. Echo, because of the time constraints, so I will do the presentation on behalf of her. So first, it's very grateful for the opportunity to introduce you the interaction and basic situation of JNA and JNA High Tech Zone with the innovative ecosystem of Nanjing. So first, JNA is located in the southwest part of the main urban area of Nanjing. It is the region with the highest level of modernization, the most complete urban facilities, with the greatest regional appeal. So, and it is also known as the urban living area, urban living room. That is the best that best represents the modern and the international image of Nanjing. We can say it is an international name card of Nanjing. So Jianye also has the youngest population in Nanjing. Jianye is the youngest main urban area in terms of population structure in Nanjing. After the adjustment of Nanjing Administrative Division in 2002. So with a resident population of nearly 550,000 young people aged 17 to 40 accounts for nearly 40%. So every year, nearly 2,000 foreigners come from countries such as like Japan, South Korea, India, Singapore, and Malaysia. They have settled in and worked very happily in Jianye. So Jianye is the most industrialized urban area in Nanjing. We have built diverse range of public cultural services facilities, such as the Olympic Center, Jiangsu Grand Theater, International Expo Center, and etc. We have hosted over 100 international exhibitions of various kinds, events such as the 2013 Asian Youth Games and the 2014 Youth Olympic Games. They have all chosen Jianye as the host ground as their venues. So that's the basic overview of Jianye district. And the next, I will give you an introduction of the development of Jianye High Tech Zone, which is also our, the upper management of the Nanjing Overseas Collaborative Innovation Center. So in January 2021, Jianye High Tech Zone was approved for the establishment as the provincial level high tech zone, with the total planned area of 8.32 square kilometers. It consists 3 main areas, and you can see we have also obtained 8 national level parks. This is our certificate. You can see it here. Currently, we have attracted 51 municipal level businesses, large companies to locate their headquarters in Jianye, like Alibaba, Xiaomi, or Uber.com, or Didi Taxi. Over 60 regional headquarters has choose Jianye to be their their base. A lot of companies like China Railway and China National Cereals, or like Food Stop Corporation, they all choose Jianye to be their headquarters. So we also have a lot of security companies and the insurance companies and like banking industry companies or capitals are located in Jianye. So in the aspect of technological innovation, Jianye High Tech Zone has been consistently focusing on cultivating the technology industry, building innovation platforms, and promoting industry, university, and research cooperation. We have built 2 national level key laboratories. One is GSTI Group, another is Yuren Food Group. So Jianye High Tech Zone places great emphasis on the strong collaboration with universities, continuously advancing the pattern of industry, university, and research cooperation. So in 2003, the zone has established a pattern called the Top University Leading Enterprise and renowned industry parks. in the district. So we have conducted a lot of these activities in the aspect of research, and we have conducted a lot of cooperations in joint research and development. So we have 3 provisional industry projects, and we also have like 1 transformation project, and also have 1 provincial natural science fund project. So we have also established what we call the Overseas Spring Bay. That is an area that we welcome all the overseas talents, like high-level talents, PhDs. We let them come from the overseas to local, and we provide them with like preferential policies and residence support. Yeah. And also we have provided something like a training or support for the talents. So this is basically the introduction of our Overseas Innovation Center. With the help of ENRICH, we have conducted the high-level talent online networking conference in 2023, and we also have like finalized and established some foreign companies in China district, and we have also helped to do some matchmakings to facilitate international exchanges. Yeah, this is our policies. We do policies to support all the industries, all the companies, all the startups they wish to develop in Chengye district. So we also provide support for the talents and the startups. You can see it here. I will not read it. Okay, so if anything catches your eyes, you can follow us on WeChat. This is our QR code for the for the Chengye High Tech Zone. And I will do another presentation about our business. Let me see. So I will make a short introduction of our core business. We can say the innovation fair. We are dealing with connecting international business every day. So I think this topic will be a very suitable topic for us to dig into. So let's get to the chase. First, I will make a short introduction of ourselves. I think Sarah has already made some introduction. So I will just go through this. So actually, we are an exhibition company and a joint venture founded in 2012. So this is the carrier of our overseas center. We must have a business runs behind our centers. So we are basically doing activities and events and the matchmaking service. I will not talk about talent and other things like publicity or promotion we do. We will talk only about activities and events and the matchmaking and networking services we provided. So first, I will give you some background of the innovation fair. The innovation fair was initially conceived by Mr. Bernhard Weber, who was at the time the chair of Nanjing chapter, European Chamber of Commerce in China, the Nanjing chapter. He was also the vice president and CEO of BSH Home Appliance China. At that time, in 2018, he thought the large companies' innovation capability is just too slow. We must find a way to accelerate the innovation process. So he have proposed the idea of the innovation fair. So the first edition, the theme for the first edition is to connecting startups and multinations. So startups can provide a lot of innovative ideas for the large enterprise to work on their research projects. So over the past 5 years, the innovation fair has evolved into a K innovation platform in Jiangsu and even in the Yangtze River Delta, attracting international innovators, research institutes, and government entities annually. So here you can see a roadmap, and it's also our history. The first edition is connecting startups and multinations. And in the 2019, we have held the European Chamber High-Level Innovation Conference. So, and during the pandemic, the 3-year pandemic, we could only do like webinars and online promotions, matchmaking events. They are all online. It's very hard to convoke offline on-site events. So last year, we have finally back on track, focusing on like cross-border technology and industrialization, and also innovation empowerment. So this year we have a topic of industrialization, technology, and market access. And also we have another topic to focus more on cross-border e-commerce. So we have undergoing a transformation for the adoption of local ecosystem, pivoting from like a general theme fair to a more clear focus on cross-border technology industrialization and innovation acceleration. So the event will concentrate on promotion, pitching, exhibition and showcase, matchmaking, and networking. Sorry. So for this year's innovation fair, the theme is industrialization, technology, and the market access, as well as like the cross-border e-commerce as a global trade prosperity catalyst. It will take place from September 10th to 12th, and spanning two or three cities in Jiangsu province or Shanghai, maybe in Wuxi. We will have this event in Wuxi, and Nanjing is also an option. So this event in this year will have a larger scale. We expect to have like over 50 overseas entities, like over 600 domestic institutions, and participating countries are like from Germany, Italy, the Netherlands, France, Spain, Finland, Belgium, Slovenia, Sweden, etc. So we will also have 2 breakout sessions. One is for the technology and research, covering industries like aerospace, advanced manufacturing, agri-tech, new energy, etc. And also another breakout session for the cross-border e-commerce. That's for like food, beverage, art design, fashion, beauty, etc. So if you would like to know more about local innovation system and would like to interact with local businesses, Innovation Fair will be a very good choice for you. So you can scan the QR code or talk to me in person to register and become a delegate. You can enjoy all these benefits here, but you have to pay a little bit participation fee. So I will give you a recap of our last year innovation fair. So in 2023, over 20 overseas business delegates has engaged in pitching and multi-dimensional business matchmaking sessions with over 300 local companies from Jiangsu province, Anhui, and also Shanghai. This year, the intentions for collaboration, signifying for the significant step for the next step to fostering cross-border expansion and innovation. So last year we have participating countries from Germany, Italy, Sweden, Ireland, Hungary, and also Singapore. This is some figures from last year. You can see it's this year's innovation fair, we expect a larger scale, a larger magnitude in those numbers. So I will show you some photos. This is a company from Germany. They are doing intralogistics softwares. This is a design company. They are doing automotive interior design. So they are developing a lot of materials. This company, actually, they have formed a joint venture with a Changzhou company this year because of the innovation fair. We have introduced them to a very large company in Changzhou. They are talking about forming a joint venture, but I cannot give you more details on that. Yeah, this is Mr. Daniel Peterson. He's from Ansman AG. It's a battery company. They're doing a lot various battery products like lithium battery, also has something. They are also developing sodium battery. Yeah. There's some photos. We are also doing some MOU sign ceremonies on the event. Yeah. Also, we have AVIO. AVIO is an Italian rocket engine manufacturer. They are the famous Vega rocket is manufactured by them. This is also a very good company. It's called Cellphone GmbH. It's doing the plate, the bipod plate used in the fuel cell, hydrogen fuel cell. So if anything catches your eyes or interest, or do you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. This is my email, and this is also my personal WeChat. And also, if you would like to, we have some font problems here. And if you have something to if you want to know more about Innovation Fair, you can also visit our WeChat official account or our website. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jerry, for the great presentation about the opportunities in nudging and about the Innovation Fair. It is open to all of you to participate with very special conditions. And I'd like to thank also very much Mrs. Echo for being able to be with us and to be able to present to us all the opportunities that exist in Genui. Thank you so much. Now it's my great pleasure to invite you, Sylvia, from the Gensol Center. And Sylvia is with us, and she will give us all the opportunities that exist with the Gensol, the Tech Innovation Center in Shenzhen. Thank you so much, Sylvia. Yeah, we can see the presentation.
Hello everyone, I'm Sylvia from Gensol Technology Innovation Center. And thank you, Sarah. Now I briefly introduce our company. Gensol have two main business, investment and industrial services. And we also have 4 sub-companies. Gensol Investment Management Company is a fund management company, and Dianshi Jingxun Capital Management Company is responsible for the domestic direct investment. And we also have 2 companies to carry out our industrial services. The Gensol Technology Innovation Center Company is responsible for the lending and business development services. And Shenzhen Jingxun Consulting Company is focused on the consulting services. This is our qualifications. We attend the Overseas Innovation Center of Shenzhen, offered by the Shenzhen government. And we also the Overseas Talents Workstations, offered by the China Association for Science and Technology. And we also attend the China Greater Bay Area Regional Hub in ENRICH. And we also a workstation that provides some IP services to the European enterprises who would like to develop in China. And this part is our industrial sector selection. We focus on the new material, smart manufacturing, new energy vehicles, and medical equipment. And the combination of Euro startups and China industrial chain. According to the development characteristic of both parties, we arrange the stages of the whole process from, let's say, from pre-development to mass production. As we all know, the European enterprises are good at the technology R&D, but in China, China has a potential supply chain and a complete manufacturing process equipment and automatic products line. So we feel we could combine our advantages to introduce the innovative technology, and European enterprises could enter the China market. This is the CHU innovation and industrialization ecosystem. With many years' efforts, we have built up some clusters. For example, the overseas technology cluster and domestic industrialization cluster. With this cluster, we divide it into 3 bases: the overseas incubation base, domestic R&D base, and the domestic industrialization base. And we provide our services through the 4 platforms: tech-token platform, technologies service platform, financial platform, and talent platform. The technology token platform focuses on the technology events, and the financial platform provides the financial support, and talent platform is focused on the talent development. This is the procedures of our company, and we collect some requires of the European enterprises, and then through the Genso platform and offline platform, and then we help them to find and analyze some suitable partners from China, and then we provide some our services. For example, the cross-border IPR consulting services, industry-focused tour services, science and technology project token services, and finally form a science and technology services ecosystem. About our preference, we work with the global leading new energy vehicle technology company and provide them our services. For example, the partner token services, and we also help them to mixing with Shenzhen partners and help them build up some China strategies. And we also help them form a government relations and help them apply some government subsidies. Therefore, we have some achievements. The companies have 3 entities were registered in Shenzhen and as one of the major science and technology projects supported by the Shenzhen government. And the Shenzhen government provides them some subsidies for more than 3 million yuan and office of 1,500 square meters in Hetao area. In addition, we also held the partner scanning activities and roadshow in 2018 and 2019. In addition, we also participated in some tour and communications in 2017 and 2019. We also visited some exhibitions and technology fairs in 2019. During the 2020 and 2021, we participated in some science and technology innovation cooperation and development forum. That's all. Looking forward to the future cooperation. Thanks for listening.
Thank you so much, Rudy Sylvia, for your great intervention about all the opportunities with the digital and with all the opportunities that exist in China for the European companies and other types of European organizations. Thank you so much. I'll pass now the floor to my colleague Ted Tao for the questions and answers session. Thank you. Ted, we cannot hear you. You are in mute.
Sorry. Good morning and good afternoon in Europe and China. Now let's move to the last session of question and answer question. If anyone for the participant, if you have any questions, you can ask the one of the speakers to answer your question. Thank you. Any questions? Okay. Yes. If you have no questions, yeah. Can I ask a question to Zhe Hongpan? Could you share with us, according to your experience, what's the most effective way to be involved in China's innovation system and international cooperation? Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for this question. That is also, let's say, my role to introduce certain companies with technologies which are interesting for the Chinese market for further development, to introduce them to NICE G3, because from there they and that is my experience, they are very responsive to follow this up and look in their ecosystem of many hundreds of big companies, which company is also looking for this technology and could be a good cooperation partner for this company from Europe. But in general, I think when you work with a Chinese company which has a certain technology need, you have already a good basis for starting in the Chinese market, because when you are an SME and you have an interesting technology and you just start and you are small, you start on your own in the Chinese market, it is very difficult because first, maybe you have to set up your office in China. It costs a lot of money. You have to hire personnel. You don't have the network there. So where do you start? And when you can connect with a Chinese company which has the network, which has important part in the ecosystem, then it gives you an entrance to that innovation ecosystem. It could be strategic partnership, or it could also be a joint venture even, where you also bring in the technology in terms of, let's say, in exchange for funding, or there can be many possibilities. But I think the cooperation is an important one. And again, yeah, I also do my best to connect European companies with breakthrough technologies, to connect them with, in this case, with G3, to find the good cooperation partner, and also the funding from G3 when the research results needs to be further developed, like from TRL 4 to 7, which I said in my presentation. I hope this is a bit an answer for your question.
Okay, thank you, Jen. Thank you for your sharing and contribution to the China-EU innovation and international cooperation. Thank you. I think one more question give to the participant. If not, can I ask questions to Jerry? Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. You know, your organization as the EU China innovation bridge. Could you introduce what measures you took to push forward with the EU China cooperation? Thank you.
So you know, our company is basically an exhibition company. So we held events, conferences, forums, summits, exhibitions. So all these events is just like a platform that integrates all the innovation resources from both China and European countries, or even like the South America. So innovation, so doing these innovations, we have a lot of ways. Like some of the participants today, they are the carrier of these innovation companies, this research institutes, but we are like an executor to make all these things happen. So like one companies, they have a demand in their technologies, like they want to find the solutions for certain technology. They don't know where to find. So as our like a service provider, we can offer them a platform for them to find partners, to find their solutions on our fair, on our event. So we gather resources from China, also from European, to build a platform to make it happen. This is what we do.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Jerry. Okay. Last question. To Sylvia. Yes. Sylvia, as your Zhenzhou Tech Innovation Center, can you share with us about your future activity or future project? Probably we can be involved and work together with it. Thank you.
So thank you so much, Ted, and hello, Sarah. Sorry for running late.
Hello.
So I think I can answer this question because this year actually we have some plans. First of all, is like the as Jerry might say, we have some activities to promote more, communication opportunities between China and Europe. Such as we will organize the delegation, the entrepreneurs delegation to Europe, because all of these, the listed companies or leading companies.
Sorry, we cannot hear you now. Zhengshan? Hello? We can't hear you. Hello? Hello? We cannot hear you.
A poor connection, I guess.
Okay. Now. Sylvia, Zhengshan?
Yeah, restart. I guess she will restart.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe can maybe ask another question in a while to see where. Now we go back to Sylvia. Zhengshan? Okay, maybe you make a question to Ziwei, and then we pass and we conclude with Sylvia and Zhengshan.
Yes. Yes. Jiawei, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh yes. Yes. Ziwei is here, still here, right?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
here.
No,
Yeah,
speaking
okay.
of
Okay.
French,
Yes.
sorry.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yes. Can you? Yes. I think I have a similar question to you. Can you share with us about your plan or activities or project we can work together in the near future? Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Can you repeat the question?
Okay. Can you share with us what's your plan in the future and the project we can work together in the near future? Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, for the China's innovation ecosystem, I think there are plenty projects we can work together. I mean, right now we are collaborating with a lot of European companies on two major innovation projects. The first project is called the Sino-Finnish Energy Cooperation Project, which we can take in both Finnish companies and Chinese companies to apply for this innovation project and land any place, any city or any place in China, as long as there are actual needs. And the second project, I believe most of you may be quite familiar. It's called the the Governmental International Innovation Innovation Cooperation Priority Project or demonstration project, something like that. First initiated by the Chinese Ministry of Science and Technology. I think a lot of universities and Chinese companies and European companies are actually applying annually for this kind of innovation project. We have actually served also a Finnish company called Acoustic to apply for this project at least twice, and the company got a funding for at least 2 consecutive years directly from the technology department of Finland. And this company collaborated with the domestic company, actually with the domestic hospital in Beijing. And this hospital, the research department actually got funding directly from the Ministry of Science and Technology for at least 2 years. So this is, I think it's a ideal model for the European companies to promote their technology or products in China, and for the Chinese companies to attract more European partners and attract more technologies to land in China.
Okay, thank you, Zhiwei. Yeah. So we are is offline. Sarah, I guess it's the end of our webinar today.
Yeah, I think Sylvia and Jean-Charles, they had some connection issue. So
Yes.
I'd like to say thank you so much. Thank you very much, Steph, for the moderation of this panel discussion. Thank you so much to our esteemed speakers for being able to join us. And many thanks for all the participants. And thank you so much also to my colleague Diogo for all the support. Maybe we can take a group picture. Diogo, can you help us to take a group picture?
Yes. Okay. So let's all smile in the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Thank you very much.
So thank you again to all of you, and please stay tuned for upcoming activities of ENRICH in China. Thank you so much, and have a good day in Europe and a good afternoon and evening in China. Thank you so much once again. Bye bye, Zhexian. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Sarah, bye bye.
Thank you.